My name is Rob Smoke. I'm running for Boulder City Council. I'm 53 years old. I've served on the city's Human Relations Commission. I served from 2003 to 2008 and was twice named chair by the commission members. I am motivated to run in this race by concern over a lot of significant issues in Boulder. A lot of issues that do relate to the work done by nonprofits in our community.
Great. Tell us about your personal involvement with Boulder County's nonprofit community.
Well, I was or have been a long-time volunteer for KGNU, or community radio station. I did news and public affairs there for over 10 years. Did a lot of interviews with people working in the nonprofit community. Covered a lot of issues, I think, of concern to people working in nonprofits. And I believe in service work generally, in terms of making a contribution that's not necessarily remunerated to the community. I think that's part of a responsible life, is to do work of that nature.
Okay. The Community Foundation has identified a lack of diversity and representation both among elected officials and among nonprofit leadership. How can the city increase its inclusiveness, particularly in hearing from marginalized community members?
Well, this is an issue that came up on while I was on the Human Relations Commission. And I think Boulder suffers in a way because we do not have a diverse enough spectrum on our boards and commissions, and also in our elected leaders. And how to resolve that? I don't think it's necessarily an easy thing. I did support a ballot initiative to allow legal residents to serve on city boards and commissions. I think we have to extend our outreach. I think we have to align our priorities with values of community and community sustainability that often get lost if we're focused on just preserving our business environment or developing economic vitality or a better climate action plan. So I think that is a priority, and I think it's something that I've demonstrated concern for over time.
What are your ideas in addressing volatile sales tax revenues, a portion of which is used to support local nonprofits?
Well, I've taken the unpopular position of supporting a head tax in Boulder. The reason for that is I think taxation generally should be an issue of fairness. Years ago, Boulder did not have a sales tax affecting grocery sales, and presently we do. And sales taxes generally, I believe, tend to be regressive because they sort of unfairly burden people who are spending money on, necessities. And a head tax, I think, might logically free up sales tax dollars by, particularly if it was devoted to, say, transit. Commuters, commuting workers, much as they do support our economy, if they're just commuting to and from here and shopping in, say, Broomfield or whatever, we're not benefiting from the use they make of our infrastructure. So I think there is an issue of fairness there. If somebody is commuting on a daily basis, a head tax would effectively ask that they support the infrastructure that allows them to commute. So in that sense, I think that sort of taxation is more fair than the sales tax. I believe that I've supported ballot initiatives in support of our nonprofit community and our human services, and I think think sales tax generally is the wrong way to go in terms of doing that. But if we do have a sales tax, I'd rather see the sales tax funds go to support human service functions rather than, for instance, an economic vitality program where we give individual checks to corporations that may or may not need those funds specifically.
Anything else you'd like to share with the nonprofit community?
Well, I think in this election, we have an opportunity to put one or two or maybe more individuals on council who are not status quo, and I think I qualify in that area. I've done a lot of organizational work and different types of work over time, particularly as a broadcast journalist and as a print journalist, talking about issues of deep relevance to people working in the human service area. I worked for a number of years and still hope to work as a care provider. And we have invisible populations within our community, people who need help, need various types of assistance in making it through their day or their lives. And I think if we're consistently just electing the people who are appointed either, or chosen either by the camera or some other set of endorsers, I think we're sort of missing out. We're missing a piece of the puzzle. And I can offer a diverse opinion on council, ideas that haven't been expressed elsewhere. You can check out my website for what it's worth, robspokeforcouncil.blogspot.com. Forgive me, I'm under sniffle management today, and feel graced to have this opportunity to present my views to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.